Meanwhile, in the void,
Meanwhile, it's winter time.
um,
She's like, I time traveled.
great God. That's all you.
He's not here.
What?
He just he just dropped out. All right.
No,
With
that's all you.
surprise, with supplies running low, Private Eugene Ellis and I entered the loading dock in hopes of procuring additional rations. We were caught off guard when a group of roughly half a dozen Stage 2s attacked us. We neutralized the threat, but not before Ellis was bitten. After a heated debate where Private Ellis tried taking his own life, I incapacitated him. Then I took it upon myself to break protocol. I isolated the infection with a tourniquet. I gathered and cleaned a surgical saw from the abandoned triage. I injected Private Ellis with morphine before amputating his arm several inches above the bite. I'm confident that the once the private regains consciousness, he'll be clear of the cordyceps infection. Captain Reagan Francis.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Yeah, I'm sure that went
Robert,
well.
Robert saw that it was time for him to read. He was like, "I'm out."
Yeah,
I
yeah.
timed it perfectly.
He was like, "Go ahead and read this, Robert." And like, he was not here.
I'm
Time
not
for
sure
me.
what's coming through or not. Can you guys hear those dogs in the background?
I can't actually.
I don't hear
Okay,
anything.
I'll probably be
They're
fine.
they're barking right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, doggies!
Throw a brick at them.
Don't do
Oh.
that. We do not. We here at Haven of Horror do not support animal abuse.
Noah does. He's always
I
telling
mean,
me how he
John,
hates.
you're the one
His
that just said throw a brick at him.
Noah's always telling me how much he hates dogs.
Oh, I
No,
love dogs.
John's the bad guy here.
Am I?
It's funny because
Yeah.
despite the fact that I have a cat right now, I am more of a dog person.
I am also more
Oh.
of a dog person, like in all seriousness.
I love them both though.
Cats are assholes.
That's true.
They can be bitches sometimes, but
Whoa. You
Whoa,
can't
you
say
can't
that.
say
It's
that.
2025, dude.
Oh, God.
Oh,
oh,
speaking of
speaking of
cats.
which, see
Oh,
what I mean? Fucking cats. Where's mine, by the way?
I can't answer that question.
Robert, why don't you know?
I know nothing.
Nah, she's probably hiding somewhere. I just hope she doesn't jump scare me in the middle of this stream. Um, she's done that before, but like sometimes during the like Saturday night watch parties that Austin, John, and I do, sometimes she'll like jump up and catch me off guard. And there was one time when I think we were watching The Hobbit. She was like really high energy one night. I was like trying to play with her to calm her down, and I looked. I was like in the middle of saying something, and then she like clawed my leg, and I just went like ah. It's like mid sentence, and
God, that's
Austin and John were like, "What the hell?"
That's awesome. Once I was walking down my hallway and my cat jumped up like from behind me onto my leg like it was a tree. I was just
Oh yeah,
You can't do that.
she did that to us back when I was living with like my parents and my sister a lot, like to just like get up and like explore stuff. But it's like you can't sink your claws into me. I'm not a tree.
I am a man.
I am a man.
No, it is once again time for a blind Noah reaction.
Oh, okay.
I just sent you something.
Okay. Here we go. Alright. I'm watching this video.
Here we go. End of the line.
Vince McMahon hates animals.
Needs power.
This is just the conversation we just had.
Reminded me of it.
Oh. He got you there. You just Bugs Bunny'd him.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
I
Oh, boy.
love stupid wrestling promos like that.
Shit.
That's pretty dumb, but it's funny.
Yeah. Hold on. I forgot about this one for a while. But there's an infamous one called the Steiner Math promo. Because it makes no fucking sense. I want you to tell me how to solve math with this formula.
Okay.
Is it the Krabby Patty secret formula?
Yeah. Yay, health. Although I don't know if I'd eat those. They're just sitting there.
Yeah. It's only been 20 years. I'm sure anything in a wrapper is still fine.
Like a Twinkie.
Ugh. I hope this works out fine.
Nothing? Out of juice.
He's got a 66 and 2/3 chance. The numbers don't lie. I'll take your word for it. I can't even do regular math, much less that math.
How fast did it take you to get confused what the hell he was talking?
Like as soon as he started speaking, dude.
Yeah.
Nah,
Robert, go ahead.
Private Ellis is taking a turn for the west. He's burning up and he couldn't keep any of his food down. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe the amputation was too late. Maybe I'm not watching him. He'll turn in the infection protocol. We did what we had to do, Officer Clawfield. Well, who the hell am I kidding? We murdered Larry. Ellis held him down while I shot him like a fucking dog. I can't get his screams out of my head. Reagan, please, I still have time. Don't do this. Ellis, what have we done? What if I just leave? What if I make a run for it? I'm sorry, Ellis. I'm sorry. Reagan.
Reagan started talking in a
What?
different accent.
Why did
Weird
Reagan sound
letters.
like? Why did Reagan sound like a southern guy on helium?
It was like a southern SpongeBob.
Yeah. So Robert, so for your context, this is what I just sent Noah, and it's the best math you'll ever hear.
Live Robert reaction.
Oh, God.
It's your turn now.
Yeah.
Empty. Maybe I can find some.
I've had to do all these reactions. Now it's your turn.
Well, because Noah, it's funnier when you do it because you don't have a reaction.
I really should just make a YouTube channel
Like an anti-reaction channel.
where it's just me staring at the screen, saying nothing.
You can do sleep commentaries.
Stalkers.
It's just like, yeah, it's just a camera on me sleeping.
Yeah.
You can watch the 90s The Blob. Whoa.
You mean the 80s blob?
Is it 80s?
It's like 80, 87, 88.
You can watch the 80s Blob with me snoring over it. No one wants that.
I mean, I've had to watch movies with you snoring over them.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, I don't care. I just mute you if it gets that bad. Whoa!
I should have said Leprechaun Back to the Hood. You can watch that with me snoring over it. Oh no!
What?
You weren't fast enough.
Yeah, but I don't think I was, like, low on health. Whatever.
Well, you're Ellie. You have a naturally lower health bar. That thing is freaking me out.
Freaking out, man. Whoa!
Whoa, whoa.
Come on!
I really hope Robert is
Learning
like
math.
he's like studying that video right now. He's taking notes to prepare for what he has to say when he comes back.
Is that it? Yeah. Sounds like it. Okay.
Could have saved some of those health
Find
foods.
some gas.
You gotta get the herbs.
That's a different game.
Yeah, James needs the herbs.
For a while there, a couple months ago, there was a big, like, who would win in a fight, Leon or Joel from The Last of Us? I was like, really?
Who cares?
Is that what we're doing?
First of all, one's 50.
And the other lives in a heightened, like, goofy super
Yeah.
world.
The other one's an action hero. Like, come on, guys. Why would they be fighting each other anyway?
Fuck you.
Shit.
Make love, not war.
So, Robert, did you learn anything about math?
All I learned is that Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know.
He lost me at 25%.
What about 66 and a third?
Fuck you.
Jackpot.
No, my favorite is the guy standing off on the right, like, knowing that the promo has completely gone off the rails, but he can't say anything.
Jake is in the chat. And he
Hey,
says
what's
that
up?
Leon wins.
I mean, if it's like just a one-on-one, they just meet and start fighting, probably, but that's because Leon is an action hero.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
don't get-
I
okay.
agree. It's just because Leon is an
It's
action
just, it's
hero.
a dumb fight. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's just the two of them in one room, no guns, no weapons, just through brute force alone, I think Joel has a shot at winning.
you haven't seen Resident Evil 4, though.
That's fair, but I have seen Joel smash a lot of dudes' faces into walls that I think
Leon
he's got a
can
shot.
kick guys' heads off with just one round kick.
Yeah, you haven't
That's
seen
debatable.
Leon Roundhouse kick a zombie.
Yeah, but that's a zombie. They have squishy heads.
Note to self, don't touch electric water.
It's mostly what you fight in
Don't
the
go in
game.
there. Find water.
Jake says Leon is a hero and Joel is a villain. I don't think that's true.
I wouldn't call Joel a villain.
Well,
We had this whole discussion last stream.
I don't think Jake
Between
was
the
here.
two, Leon's clearly worse.
Yeah. Leon
The worst
massacred
person.
an entire village of people.
They were all monsters. Never,
Wow.
I'm not even gonna try.
Whoa.
As I
They're
was
different,
saying
so
that,
they're monsters.
Now
yeah,
he's
whatever.
turned us into monsters.
he's turned us into Resident Evil 4.
thinking straight. Everything's gonna be fine.
We're gonna have to play the RE4 remake
Gonna
soon.
fall into that water and fry to a crisp.
Yep.
But next we're doing Alan Wake.
Yeah, well, we're doing Alan Wake on Sundays, and I don't know. You think we're gonna beat Resident Evil 3 on Thursdays this week? Think we got a shot?
If you stop asking me how much longer we have to go, can we call it a night?
Isn't that a really short game?
Yes, but the entire time I was playing it, Robert was like, should we call it a night here? Should we call it a night here? Should we call it a night here?
Robert really wanted to go to bed.
For some reason, John was like, "No, I gotta do this all in one night and not spread this out for content."
We've got
How
other
far did you
games to
get?
We
play.
played it for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. We got pretty decently far. I forget where we left off.
Would you say you're like in the middle or close to the end?
Oh, we
When
left off in
things
the
were past that halfway
RPD,
point.
so we're probably about halfway.
Okay. So you got enough for one more stream, then you can start 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably get like an hour in, and he'll be like, "Should we call it a night?"
Well, for some reason, you really got it in your head, like, no, I need to binge and do this all one night.
Because it's a short game. You just get it out of the way and move on.
Yeah.
It's a short for some, but
Oh.
not for you. Whoa. Careful.
Yeah, you've solved the puzzle. It's like you played this before. I do like this little area. I like the platform.
Oh shit!
Are you serious?
She's fine. She's fine.
That's
That was a
horrifying.
shocking moment.
Positively shocking.
Oh,
I remember.
Okay, do that again, but good.
Alright, this
No.
time we do it again, but good.
and then the movie never got as good as that scene.
No.
Oh, what's that called? The other guys?
Yeah, I think so. With Will Ferrell and
Yes.
somebody.
Mark
Mark
Wahlberg, yeah.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, I've only seen that scene.
That is the only scene you need to see.
It's unironically, just for that scene alone, it's probably in the top 5 of The Rock's movies.
Oh.
Now, John, you're more in tune with a lot of, big modern games like this. Is this DLC formula we used to do becoming a thing of the past? With just like this little extra story chapter, not talking about like a multiplayer game and that type of DLC, just a little extra story expansion. What's the last big one you can think of? 'Cause I don't think
Cyberpunk.
Spider-Man 2 had one.
Spider-Man 2 did not have one, but like Cyberpunk got one.
Okay.
The Witcher did. It really depends. I feel like RPGs are still the ones mostly doing that.
Mhm.
In fact, to be fair, it is actually more strange that a game like The Last of Us got something like this.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
usually
It was
these story
definitely-
games are just one and done. Like, that's it, we're done.
Yeah, I mean, it was a thing for a minute, Arkham Knight had stuff, Arkham City was the first one I remember.
Yeah. Well,
Arkham
we all
City,
know how
yeah.
Arkham Knight was an Arkham Knights win. That got DLC'd out
The
the
DLC.
ass.
Oh yeah. The
Yeah, well,
DLC and
but
that's
when
not
I say
bad
story-based
too.
games, I mean like this, like the Naughty Dog game formula of these like cinematic um, action games. They don't typically get expansions. Like none of the Uncharted's did, and I'm not counting that like spin-off thing. That's not a DLC.
Started as one.
Yeah, well, that started as a DLC for 4, and then it just got so
Yeah.
big that they just expanded it into its own mini game.
Yeah, so typically you mainly see that with RPGs, and that's still kind of the thing, but and then Ubisoft loves to do that shit. The Cyberpunk one is fantastic, though. It's like a nice little spy thriller that takes place in the base game. And they got Idris Elba.
Oh hell yeah! They got Knuckles himself.
Yeah. So Robert, I was telling Noah I watched The Gorge last night, and it was pretty good.
The Gorge. Cool.
I don't know if you saw the trailer for that, but
I never saw the trailer, but I've heard the premise. I know who's in it. It's a good little streaming movie.
yeah, and I mean Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller like carry that movie.
That's cool.
Sounds like they were the best part.
They were. There is kind of a funny thing, and they talk. I saw them talk about this as like part of like press for the movie or whatever, because they're separated across the gorge. So Robert, because you'll know what this means. You know that bit in Dawn of the Dead where like that one guy's trapped on the other side of the street, and they have to like communicate through signs.
Yes.
Imagine that, but the premise of the movie. That's the gorge.
Gotcha. But when you said Dawn of the Dead, I was thinking of the originals. It took like 5 seconds to load. I was like, oh, the remake. Oh yeah, that's
you hear the gears turning.
Yeah, but they have a couple of scenes where like they're doing just stuff to like bond over, and at first they play chess, and then they start like playing the drums together, and they talked about how like. Do we have that stuff like kind of removed because we've been there and done that with like the Queen's Gambit and Whiplash? But you get to see Miles Teller play the drums again.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
That's probably his best movie. I think that movie's great.
that movie is great.
What, Whiplash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, that movie's amazing.
J.K. Simmons in that movie gives me anxiety.
Oh,
He
yeah.
does.
I mean, he's the thing everyone talks about. He does steal the movie, but I do think Miles Teller is really good in it.
He is, yeah. It's just
So like,
it's that thing where Miles Teller is kind of just giving a normal performance, and J.K. Simmons is like, "Shut the fuck up."
J.K. Simmons is at an 11.
Yeah.
So like, when that movie first comes out, or like a few months after it comes out, I watch it, absolutely fall in love with it. And then I, since then, have never seen another movie from Damien Chazelle.
Oh.
I still haven't seen La La Land. I will, because I like musicals, and I love
He
Ryan
said,
Gosling.
"Don't get me started."
Yeah, well, and he's great. And then First
And Emma
Man,
Stone,
I think, is
too.
really good. Oh yeah, they're both good.
Yeah, I forgot about First Man as well. He did that movie recently, Babylon, which a lot of people, said was a big failure. But I'm kind of interested in it.
I think I saw that Jay loved that movie.
Oh, from
That
Red
doesn't
Letter
surprise me.
Media.
Yeah.
It's Chazelle's big, oh, I have $100 million and I'm gonna go fucking crazy with it movie, is so it's just a big old swing and a miss. But I know some people swear by it, so I'll watch it for myself at some point.
I might watch it. I have very little interest.
It's a subject matter that appeals to me, just the Hollywood setting, the time period, and
Yeah.
I think for
That's
a lot
why
of
I
people,
don't care, because like I didn't like
It's okay,
Tarantino's,
John. You don't like movies.
I didn't like Tarantino's Hollywood movie, and that's actually probably a good movie. I'm probably not gonna like the bad one also about Hollywood.
Yeah. The difference is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a love letter, and I've heard that people went in and met Babylon expecting like, the good old golden age of Hollywood, and what it actually is a nightmare movie where everybody is an insane asshole and all this crazy extreme shit going on behind the scenes, and like that sounds interesting to me, but it's not what people wanted.
That admittedly does sound more interesting than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And they
It's
both
like,
have
here's all
Margot
the fucked up
Robbie.
crazy shit people did.
Is that guy working on anything else? I feel like he disappeared after Babylon.
Yeah, well, that was a big old misfire. Let me see.
He's been laughed out of Hollywood.
I brought him up when I was talking about reviewing Nosferatu with Robert Eggers, where he's had a very steady career climb up, and now with Nosferatu is a pretty big hit financially, and he hasn't done his blank check fucking movie. Like he's still doing good.
Maybe that'll be the Night movie that he has development. I guess that's not going to be his next project, but hopefully he still is going to work on that.
I for one can't wait for the Robert Eggers. Like I can do whatever the fuck I want
with $100 million.
Maybe it's going to be the werewolf movie.
I mean, maybe he'll finally make the next big good werewolf movie.
I hope so.
That's a mythology that's so untapped, and like everybody that tries just does it embarrassingly.
Out of the 3 projects I heard about that he's attached to, the one I'm most interested in is the werewolf one. Because he's also, I don't know if it's confirmed, but I've heard about him doing a Labyrinth remake, which I don't really care about, but hopefully it's good.
Don't do that.
Oh no, it was Pan's Labyrinth remake that people are talking about, and I don't think that's legit.
Robert Eggers?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was the David Bowie Labyrinth.
No, that was what people were initially saying, and then the counter reports were, no, it's actually Pan's Labyrinth. The first one got it wrong. But now I don't know if it's all bullshit. I don't know what to believe anymore. Noah.
Definitely don't remake Pan's Labyrinth. Like, what?
It's real unnecessary.
It hit me pretty hard the other night. Not gonna lie, that shit still
Yeah. So, I don't know if it started filming yet, but apparently Damien Chazelle's next movie is a Evil Knievel biopic. That could be cool. That's an interesting cat.
You got any idea how hungry I am?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I know it's the fever talking. I left you, you know. Hell, I even managed to get a good 10 miles out before turning back around. It's like you say. We sleep together, we eat together, we shit together. This is a family.
Don't do that.
No. I'm not going anywhere. God. Just let him pull through. This thing is stupid.
Oh my god, how long is this?
Wow.
2 hours later.
Noah's like, fuck this exposition.
No, it's just funny because because there's like a long pause between some of her sentences, and every
She's
time I'm like, all right, this is the end.
This is the kind of immersive storytelling I like, though. It's just extra background stuff you can find and explore. It's a nice story about this helicopter crew and how.
Yeah, we're at the point where the new Looney Tunes movie has to be distributed by a condiment.
By a condom?
A condiment.
King?
Yes, the Condiment King.
Oh, did Ketchup get the rights to the new Looney Tunes?
Yeah, Ketchup Entertainment.
I
That was the joke.
I don't understand
Okay, be cool.
Zaslav. Like, even if that movie doesn't make like $1 billion, I would think Warner Brothers of all companies would need all the cash flow they can get. Oh God.
There's also no way that movie has that big of a budget, so it's not like they're losing.
No.